The first layer of your natural aquarium is going to be soil. I use the cheapest potting mix that I can find that doesn't have any added fertilizer. And then I sift. This part takes ages, so obviously I sped it up for your viewing pleasure. The reason we sift it is because you don't want any large chunks that are breaking down and releasing gas bubbles in the soil. So the finer the soil, the better. And then you want to add about 1 inch layer of soil. Put this ruler at the back just as a guide, so I'm able to keep it roughly 1 inch. I missed a really important step here, which was that I did not wet the soil first. It works out a lot easier for you if you are putting your soil in and it's already wet. This soil has just been sifted and it is going to be full of air bubbles. Luckily I don't plan on putting any fish into this tank anytime soon, and you'll see later what I've done to release some of the air bubbles, but it's really going to be much better for you if you start out with a very wet soil. The cons of adding wet soil is when you get to the next stage of adding sand, it can be a bit messier. I use play sand, which is the cheapest option. It's $8 here in Australia, but you really have to rinse it a lot. And I go around and I put the soil in at the sand in at the edge first and work my way inside. If you saw earlier, I kind of tapered the soil towards the back a bit so that the front view of my tank is just going to be sand. While I've been editing this, I can see in the left corner I missed a spot and it is bugging me a lot. Now I'm going to fill it up with some water from my other aquariums. I'm not going to fill this tank up all the way to the top because at the moment all I'm trying to do is get a healthy substrate going. You can also see the air bubbles coming up here, and I'm sort of knocking it about and swishing the water around to try and release some of those air bubbles. I also didn't rinse enough sand, so this is only about 1 inch of sand, but you're going to want 2 inches of sand capping 1 inch of soil. So I'm going to come back and add more sand later. I'm just chucking in some plants that have been floating around in my shrimp tank and a couple of Malaysian snails. I don't know if you can hear, but my cat Poppy has just come and joined me in this voiceover. So the Malaysian trumpet snails are really good at burrowing into your substrate, and some people think they're a pest, but I really like them. This is a bit of driftwood with some Christmas moss attached, and I'm also going to go ahead and squeeze in some water from a sponge filter in another one of my aquariums. Basically, I'm trying to introduce a lot of the good bacteria from my other aquariums, and I'm just going to leave this really shallow tank to chill out for a while and get a good culture going, and I'll add more to it over time. I'll build up the scape, and if you're interested, please like and follow